It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Hello and welcome to Modeling Monday, the group modeling and hangout stream every Mondays at 6 p.m. My name's Heath and this channel is Humanity Junction. If this is your first time here, please put new in the chat so that everyone can say hello and meet you. While I am saying hello, on the left of the screen, nope, this way, I always point the wrong way, are a list of all the regular streams and shows that are going on in the model railroading YouTube community. If you're not on the list, please email either myself or John at Schuylkill River Valley so that we can add you onto that list. Now let's take a quick look and see who is joining us this evening. Looks like we got Almar in the house. Anissa Johnson is here as well. Bang Got You Junction Carl coming in from the UK. Catnuts Southern Yankee Railroads in the house. Dwight Curley is here. We have Brian from Inked Rails. We have King Fox Junction. Pat O'Connor. Pat, are you new around here? First timer here, Pat. Welcome, Pat. Thanks for coming aboard. Mike Rail Artist saying he's new to a degree. I think Mike's new every time there's a live stream. Chasco NS 5107 is in the house. Pete Clark is here as well. Roy Eltham joining us. Sarah Attic of Treasures is here. John from Schuylkill River Valley. Adam Cruz popping in as well. Happy first contact day. Who did we contact? I think I missed something. We have John from Schuylkill River Valley. I saw Norm Miller here a little bit earlier. I don't know if he's still here as well. We got Steve Don't Be Like Me Childers, and we've got the Closet Branch. Melvin Fackler checking in. Let's see. We've got a bunch of people in here. It looks like 31 people joining us already. Let's say hello to two of the people joining us in the basement. Oh, I'm going to keep letting this run. Apparently I said hello to everybody so quickly. The show list is still running. So I'll talk about what I'm doing. I'm still working on the Golden Valley canning that I've been working on. The tape is off. If you guys saw my community post, I did get it painted. And I am going to add some more plastic parts to it. I did a little airbrushing today. as you can probably, I guess, see from the what's that called? The thumbnail. You can see I did some airbrushing, so I got the parts. I still need to cut them out, still need to clean them up, but they are here and they are ready to go. So in the basement, joining us for today, we've got Michael McCarville and we've got Steve Childers. And I can't hear either of you. And Michael's eating.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. So I did mess with the audio a little bit. Hopefully I'm coming in a little bit louder now. Hopefully we'll all be at the same level. If we're not, we'll figure that out as we go. So definitely please let me know. George from White Wall Wheels, One Hardcore MOH is here. And I just saw Jerry Satterelli also checking in. So Michael, what do you got to work on tonight?
I think I'm going to scratch build a cover, a little roof piece over here, because this wall's too big and it looks too empty. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. And then I think that's the last thing I'm going to add to this, because, you know, once you start adding stuff, after a while, I need to put it on the shelf. So I took it off the done shelf. I think I'm going to add that.
And I'm assuming, being a Craftsman kit, we're gonna see that being added with some wood.
All wood. It'll be wood, and it will be where's my shingles? So Best Train makes shingle material, which I think is awesome. But I haven't decided what color. I'll probably do like a gray. So probably those. Well, that's slate. I'll probably do 3-tab shingles. And what's nice about the Best Train shingles is they're adhesive on the back. So no glue. You don't have to spray any adhesive, nothing. So we'll just. That
sounds like makes your life easy.
Oh, heck yeah. That's so much easier. Why'd you let Steve in?
So I can make you look good, Michael. So I can make you look good.
Hey, how are you?
I wasn't picking on you. I was promoting you.
Are you going to put all 3 of those together tonight, or are you going to challenge yourself, push yourself a little bit?
They're all done. All right.
Done.
And the one I messed up, I fixed. So
Steve, why don't you explain what you're talking about? Because I don't think everybody here saw the video that you posted.
No one should watch that video.
I did a video. It's my late April Fool's Day joke, and I tout how good Michael is of a modeler, and especially on his Craftsman kits that he does all the time. And I challenge, it's the name of the video is called April Challenge. I challenge everybody to do a model as good or better than what Michael does. All right, and that's a heck of a challenge. So, and I said, I got mine right here, and I had this on the bench. I said, no, it's not this. And I had a Athearn F7 chassis that I'm putting the decoder in. I said, no, it's not this. And I pulled out and I've already done them all, a pack of Pico in-rail bumpers. All right, there's 2 of them per pack, 3 pieces per bumper. And I said, now I know I can build this as good as Michael. And I did the first one perfectly, and the second one I put the legs on upside down. So I failed. Epic fail.
Steve, you're supposed to give a little tease about the video. Now that you explain the whole thing, no one has to go watch it.
It's not like an hour-long video.
It's like 5 minutes tops.
Yeah, so if people aren't subscribed, I'll bring up people's, let's see, their names down here on the bottom so you can see Steve Childers' channel is just the first part, Steve Childers, and Michael's is Michael's name as well. I'm the only one who doesn't use their name, apparently, for their channel name. Anissa
Michael
says
and I are proud of our names, Steve.
I didn't want to be associated with my channel because, everyone was going to start blaming me for everything if I did. So
we already do.
Exactly.
Thank you, Anissa.
Exactly. So at least someone's watching your videos, Steve.
Actually, I had a whole lot of hits on it so far. Anyway, today the remainder of my North Shore Limited Northern Pacific cars arrived, so I've been putting KD couplers and getting them track worthy. And there's more. The rest of my Pensy Broadway Limited cars showed up today, and I'm putting KD couplers and stuff on them as well. And then some of the other rolling stock I got at the train show Saturday. Just
Yeah,
tuning everything up
at that train show.
yeah. Yeah, I went overboard.
Yeah. Has your wife seen that video yet?
No, but she's seen all the stuff.
If people want to join Modeling Monday, I'm just going to run the banner on the bottom. Send me an email, and basically I send out an email before the show, and then people that are available can come join, bring a project, and do some modeling with us, and help keep Steve in order and behaved. And
Good luck with that.
yeah, exactly.
And the pool is how many minutes is it going to be before Heath mutes me? So get your bets in.
Well, so I did change the audio a little bit, so I'm hoping I'm going to be loud enough that I can talk over Steve now.
Yeah, you're much louder.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Rich from SoCal Models says, I finished my tank car loading racks, but put one of the stairs on upside down. Blame Heath.
Ooh.
There you go. Yeah, let me know in the comments, people that are working on projects, what are you working on? What are you thinking about working on? If you're not thinking about working on anything, what would you want to work on if you thought about working on it?
Well, we're off the get-go on this Vista Dome car. The guy cut the stems of the trucks down and didn't include the screws. So I gotta fix it.
Sounds like you're fixing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my favorite tool. I like to refer to it as gravity. And I'm going to put the first thing I'm going to do is just mount the bases to the buildings, which will help keep them square. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. Almar says Steve is still louder. So I actually just learned that there's a way. Oh, no wonder why Steve was so loud. Steve was turned up to 150 for some reason. So Steve should be much significantly. I don't know what that word is, but Steve should not be as loud anymore.
So let me get this straight. It wasn't my fault all these weeks.
Yeah, he's a lot quieter now.
I wouldn't go that far, and I just turned Steve up a little bit. But yeah, for some reason your mic setting was yeah
on your end.
On my end, well, yes, on my end. I learned about there's a place that you can edit the mic volume that I didn't know about, so I can actually edit the guest's sound. So yeah, Lynn McCurdy just says the sound is much better balanced tonight than it is usually. So I'm glad something I'm doing is working right. Hello, Heath and M&M. Talking tax. So you new here? I don't think I've seen you here before. Hello, Martin as well. Catnuts in the house. Tim from CP368 Productions joining us. And there's Marty checking in as well.
All right. Got a full house.
Mike the Rail Artist says, on Steve, the lower the better. which is why I generally just mute him.
No respect.
So hard
Blame
to know.
Heath and we roast Steve.
Yeah, exactly. So hard to know sometimes if I'm actually getting the glue where I want it. I guess if I pick it up and the bottom comes with the top, then I know I've got it glued correctly. Talking tax. Yes, my first show. Usually you catch me either on Morning Investor and Impartial Geek. Oh, hey, Talking Tax. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. If people don't know, David Foster, his channel is Impartial Geek, and I've been watching a lot of his videos, and he's been helping out, giving me some pointers and helping me just up my game a little bit. So that's where Talking Tax and I first met, was over there. Dad cooks. I love doing breakfast for dinner. I could eat breakfast for every meal of the day.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's why they make Waffle Houses.
Exactly.
24 hours.
Actually, that's why they're so successful. Dragon Lovers joining us as well.
Trader, Dragon Lover, Marty.
Tim says he's going to be in and out. He's in an area without great reception. Yeah, if people don't know, there's a guy that's going to be streaming tonight at 8:30. Actually, he's going to be back a half hour later than usual. A guy named Tom's Trains and Things. You may have heard of him. But he also is a disciple of David Foster, Impartial Geek, and Tom and I have run into each other over there. But the reason Tom uses vMix is because of Impartial Geek. So yeah, if you want to, get some tips, I actually think what they're doing over there is really great, and it's a really great community. So let's see. Bernard says, so Heath, if there's not enough glue, it hits the floor. Yeah, basically. Adam says, I haven't posted in a while. Last video was from just before the showstopper of a layout ride with an NMRA Sunrise Division at the Rocky Mountain Train Show. Oh, awesome. There you go. Melvin's asking Joe Rader when Joe's going to do another video. He's working on his Jack scratch build. So if you've never done it before, it's actually pretty hard to model and read at the same time.
It's hard.
I think the train freak might be here in a little bit, and we'll see what he's working on. So let's see if we pick this up. The bottom stayed with the top, so I think that's a good first step. But we'll let that dry a little bit more while I'm doing this.
Hey Heath, I just noticed I have that kit.
Oh really? This Golden Valley Canyon kit?
I have kind of a monster pile of Walthers kits in storage, and I was like, that one looks really familiar after your last when you were doing the circus tent tape session.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was like, I think I had that kit. So I went over and I looked and I'm like, yeah, sure enough, it plus many others that haven't been built.
I'm curious a little bit. I mean, I think the results are worth what happened. I mean, I think the way these came out painted and the way they're all separated, I think was really worth it. But it definitely took a long time doing all that taping. So I'm curious, do other people spend that kind of time on that sort of thing, or
I
how
do.
you? Yeah.
That's a good question for the viewers, though. How much time do you guys spend taping? I probably spend several times more taping than I do actually painting.
Yeah, I remember we actually chatted about that afterwards. I was asking, about stuff, and you said you spend more time also just cleaning the airbrush than you do actually airbrushing.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And I clean the airbrush like a lot more frequently than I probably should, but I do it.
I actually read the airbrush directions, and it said you're not supposed to take the tip off. And I was like, what? I take it off every time.
I completely disassemble it.
Yeah, I do. That's what I've been doing too. Marty's working on his Merchant Row 1 model kit. Sorry, what'd you say, Steve?
So the airbrush police are going to get you.
Yeah, well, you know. Joe Rader got all the platforms painted. Have to put a second coat on the towers, then back to glue. Adam says lots of tape, lots of cleaning airbrush.
Hey,
I guess
so
it-
I had thought of something after our conversation that I forgot to mention. When you're painting and you're like what were you doing? You were painting. You were painting a lighter color over darker, and we talked about that.
Yep.
And then
But I was doing
you
it
were-
for a reason.
yeah,
It was to get that edge in there, which I didn't think I could tape the other way.
yeah. But before you paint the gray, you should then paint the red again over the masking.
Somebody mentioned that in the chat, or maybe
Oh, did
you
they?
said it. Somebody did say it, and do you know why I didn't do it?
No.
Because I didn't want to have to clean the airbrush, and I knew that between doing the red and doing the gray, I would have to clean the airbrush between it. So there are a couple spots where the gray did bleed through, and I'm kind of just hoping that with the magic of weathering, I'll be able to fill that in somehow.
I am positive that weathering was devised just to cover up mistakes.
So
Well,
anybody,
I don't know I go through a tape session and airbrush session without touching up and getting an X-Acto laid out and making the lines nice and crisp when I'm done anyway. So I think that's normal. I wouldn't think it's a error where something bleeds through. It's unavoidable. It's going to happen.
yeah,
It just
and
happens less over time.
that's part of something I think too about being new is that you see a project that, you know, Michael, let's say, works on, and you think that it's you think you just sort of, threw it together. You don't see all the behind the scenes work in a lot of cases.
Yeah, I make a lot of rework when I'm like touching something up, or I was almost done and I practically dropped my glasses on. Actually, I did. I dropped my glasses on the mine that I was working on.
Really? That's too funny.
Yeah, this was almost done. It was completely done, except for like a smoke jack, and then I dropped my glasses on it. So I looked it over and I didn't make any mistakes, and then I picked it up and proceeded to. There's a little door on this side. On this N scale mine, and there's a step underneath it. I put my thumb on the step, snapped it clean off. So now there's a little board, there's a patch board underneath where it's super glued together. So this thing was essentially done, and then I'm like, oh, I just broke that. Okay, I'm gluing it back on. So I mean, but you just take that stuff in stride. It can't ruin the project, and it can't ruin your enjoyment of the project. But yeah, everybody breaks stuff.
Anissa wants to know, what adhesives do you like to use for the kits? And I'll just say I'm working on a plastic kit. So I'm using I say Tamiya, people say it differently, but it's the extra thin quick setting cement. I do have, this is the extra thin sort of regular dry cement on this side, but I like the quick setting because you don't have to hold it very long. But this has kind of been my go-to for these plastic kits.
Yeah, I use the same thing. I use the Tamiya. I like the extra thin because it flows really nice. And then you don't ever have any paint marks. So I started using this stuff when I started building a 1/35th scale armor. Almost like a little spot welder.
What glue do you use for your Craftsman kits?
Gosh, I have a couple. Mostly for the wood stuff, I use Type On 3. I've gone through probably, this is my second one in 2 years, and I've probably built 100 wood kits with this. So It doesn't take much, and so I'm going through probably one of these bottles a year, and a lot of gluing with, toothpicks and stuff. As far as like adhesives for roofing material and paper and things like that, I use Super 77. It's a spray adhesive. It's a 3M product. And then, of course, good old super glue.
Yeah. Before we get to you, Steve, Talking Tax is asking what's the difference between the two green tops, and I actually have both of them here. The darker, so the lighter green one here says quick setting on it. I don't know if you can. Let me try and make myself bigger. I help see it. This one says quick setting, and this one doesn't. So basically, this one just dries. Well, it's a solvent, so I don't really know how it works because it's a solvent, not a glue. But yeah, this one's quick setting and this one's not. But they're both extremely flammable.
Yeah, it literally dissolves plastic.
So I guess probably the slower setting one probably actually does a better job dissolving the plastic.
So what's the difference in time? Because I have never used the other one.
I couldn't tell you. I haven't actually done a test, but that's
I've used
that's a good
both
question.
the Tamiya green and the Tamiya yellow, and the yellow is it's not quick setting, but it says
Well, the yellow.
strong.
Hold on, the yellow that you have is completely different than either of these, right? It's
Right.
I don't think it's not extra thin or something.
No, it's not quick setting either. It's marked as strong, but it's definitely not quick setting. It takes forever for it to set up. I don't like it. I bought it because they were out of green. And
what are your go-tos, Steve?
It's the same as you guys, the Tamiya. That's primary, and then I also use plaque bonding. And
Okay.
the only thing I like about this is it's got a real long brush.
Is that the Plastrux stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Styrene and ABS plastic solvent.
Yeah.
Then, I use a wide variety of other stuff. Of course, super glue anytime on resin or adhering to metal, that type of thing.
Yep. Do you do Craftsman kits, Steve? What do you use for that?
I have never done a Craftsman kit.
Really?
No.
He does
All of that
bumpers,
making
though.
fun of Michael McCarville earlier, and you haven't ever done a Craftsman kit.
I was not making fun of Michael. I was making fun of myself.
Hey, he can put up rail bumpers with the best of them, Heath.
Apparently.
As long as there's not more than 3 pieces.
Adam is saying he mixes his own MEK and acetone.
I've heard of people doing that.
Wow. There you go.
That's hardcore right there.
Greg, how's life in Australia?
Morning, Heath. Yeah.
Good morning.
OBS. I give up.
Greg. One day you're going to come on here and you're going to go, the day has been perfect and I'm happy to be here and everything's worked flawlessly.
Look, I'm happy to be here. Trust me, it's.
So now that my mic is lower, you can't hear my trains running, correct?
That is correct.
Look,
I cannot.
I am happy to be here, Heath. Trust me.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Is that you with some, it sounds like I hear a little background noise from somebody.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure that one out because I had OBS. Oh, I know what it is. It's the OBS still running. Yeah, sorry. I'll kill OBS.
Okay. Yeah, Al talked about it a little earlier. I reached out to StreamYard and they actually told me what I can do to help balance things better, but I've boosted mine, and I've basically turned Steve down. So now I can turn him down instead of turning him off.
Everybody knows I need to be turned down, right?
Yep.
That should be better. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I do hear the horns of your trains though, Steve.
Yeah. It's because I was leaning over it as it went off. Sorry.
Ah, gotcha. No, all good. So people were wondering what step I was on. I did just flip to the middle page, which I think means that officially I'm on step 2. But I am missing the last page on this, so not exactly sure how that's going to work out for things.
Well, I have a copy. Let me know.
Yeah, it's online as well, so I could always. So Karst Valley Railroad, Greg, you get to watch Midsummer Murders season 22, episode 1.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Sounds good.
James, are you on the email list? Yeah, for people that would like to jump on, if you can just email me. It's just on Monday nights it's kind of complicated to keep track of the chat and do everything and send out emails to invite people. So that's why I'm trying to do that. But yeah, I've got StreamYard running on a Mac on Chrome. It should work on Safari. Should work on a couple other things. But Thomas Splitrock, I don't think you're on the list. If you're not, if you can send me an email or whatever of what email to use, and I can put you on the list as well. John. What's going on over there? Can you hear me? Wimbledon?
Hello.
John?
Can you
Oh,
hear
there
me?
you are. It is John, right? I did get that right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. You got
Perfect.
that right. Oh,
Awesome.
not much. I'm a little bit.
Blame it.
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you.
We can hear
Yeah,
you
it
now.
is. Yeah, Heath. Yep. Yeah.
We got you now. So, Greg, I forgot to ask you, and then we'll ask John. But Greg, what are you working on tonight?
I'm still working on my building because last week was a busy week streaming. I was streaming every day, not train stuff, other stuff. And then, of course, Saturday I had the train show, which I know you've watched. And,
Yes, sir.
I got to be honest, I'm very surprised because I just checked it out, and there's nearly 400 people who've watched that since Saturday, and I've just been blown away.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you
think that's
showed
one.
me up. I got so involved looking and buying that I forgot to video.
Yeah, well, see, I did the other way. I got so involved in videoing, I forgot to look and buy.
Well, it made for a cheaper train show for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was actually much cheaper. But it was nice to have a train show. I've got to be honest. That was great.
It was.
And I think it's great that people are able to, videotape them and share them online because it, definitely makes it great for people that can't get out to the shows to get a taste, a little bit of a reminder.
It does. It does. It is great. And the response has been fantastic. As I said, I can't believe it. Within, I put it up Sunday. Here it is Tuesday, and I've already got 400 views. It's just blown me away.
Yeah, that's really great. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because people are starved for getting out and seeing layouts and modules and vendors and stuff. So yeah,
Definitely. Yeah, it's good, but I was having video issues with my video editing package, and it was just one of those times. But I've got a new video editing package, so the next ones will be okay. But for some reason, it was just crashing on me all the time. So, oh well, I've got there, and I produced something which was okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
good deal.
just one of these days I'll get OBS. Look, I have OBS working. I do some live streaming at a church, and OBS works great through the Vision Mixer. Every time I try and do 2 cameras on mine, well,
Greg,
one day.
hit me up offline and we'll get you set up instead of waiting for a modeling Monday. Hit me up some other time and we'll get you hooked up.
Busy, Heath. That's all.
I know, I understand.
It's been with my chronic fatigue and everything else, it's been really hectic. Okay.
Yeah, no, I get that. This has definitely not been an easy time, that's for sure.
No.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
then
like
the camera
more than one
died, so
camera.
I give up. You got to laugh, because if you don't laugh,
don't-
you're going to cry.
I don't lock up with more than one camera, but that's because I don't have the graphic capability on my Surface Pro.
Oh yeah, the computer you have definitely makes a big difference. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So John, what are you working on over there? I see you. It looks like you're reading a manual.
Yeah, got to read the instructions, unfortunately. I'll put this up to the camera. This one, it's Metcalf Kit Service Station.
Oh, cool.
Looks
Yeah,
pretty
I'm doing the
straightforward.
Metcalf one, and the instructions are crap.
You should try some of the other kits like Scale Scenes. They've got they look like comprehensive instructions, but if you don't read every little word, you end up in trouble. But they're quite good kits, those.
Are they? Cool.
They're very
Central Valley
detailed though. They
Models-
take you forever build. Sorry, Steve?
Sally Models is that way. Great kits, bridge kits primarily, and and the instructions are actually very good. But you better read them, because if you don't,
Yeah.
you're going to be in trouble in a heartbeat.
Pete Clark is saying instructions. Heath is like, what's that?
Well, I was going to say, what are instructions, but I'm getting a bit desperate now.
I actually, what I've started doing, especially with these Walthers kits, is I just go online and look for other people's pictures. And usually I can find enough pictures to figure out, if I can't sort of figure out what the directions are showing me. Usually I can find a picture.
Except I showed you last week that my A's are all supposed to be the same and they're different.
Yeah, but that's, that's your artistic ability. You get to make it look like what you want it to look like.
Well,
Change
that's
it up a
true.
little bit.
License.
Nothing's ever perfect in life.
No, it's not. Including me camera.
See, James says that is super useful, Heath. I don't know what he's saying is useful, but I appreciate that somebody thinks that something I said or did is useful.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Tim368 or CB368 says, yeah, train shows laugh at those of us who work when they happen. Yeah, if you're a weekend, you work on the weekend, sometimes it's tough to get to the different train shows.
Did you see Shannon?
Yeah,
I
I saw
did
you
not.
interviewing him or talking with him.
Yeah, he wasn't real well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he'd been sick. I'd been to his layout and he wasn't there, and the guy said, oh, yeah, he was sick. And then he showed up just before I left, and that's where I
Oh.
did the interview. But, yeah, he wasn't real well at all.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, I haven't seen him around much. People don't know, we're talking about Shannon Tapia. He was on a show called Back on Track for a while, but then he got a job on the weekends, just like what Tim was talking about, and he hasn't been able to be on the show, so the guys have kept that show going on their own for a while. So, a couple announcements that I have, and then I have kind of a question. So, Chuck, CP 1965, won the HO scale train that we gave away for the holiday giveaway back in December, and he was just able to give it to his grandson, Gabriel. So if you go over to Chuck 1965's channel, you can see a video of him basically giving the gift of model railroading to his grandson, and it was really great, especially the second part. He actually runs the trains, and he just gets so excited when when he realizes how fast he can make the trains go. So that's really that's really great.
Weren't we all
On
that way?
Friday, yeah, exactly. Just turn it up to see how fast they can go before they fall off.
Did you see Rick Bailey's video?
Which one? One today? I didn't see one today.
No, when was it? Yesterday or Saturday? One or the other. He and his buddy.
Oh yes, right.
running
Yeah,
train.
the live stream.
Yes, and adult beverages were involved.
Yeah, it's all part of the hobby.
You've seen
So
how
people-
fast he can get his trains to go through that.
People have been joking that I got into O scale, and people keep asking what other scales do I have. And one scale that I've had since probably 2000s, early 2000s, is a G scale train. So I'm thinking I'm gonna break that out on Friday for Hangout with Humanity, and then on Sunday I'm hosting Sidetrack Sunday, and I'm gonna have some giveaways for that. I've got a DR 4018. I've got oh, you guys probably couldn't see that because I'm on the wrong camera, but a DR 4018, which is the DCC decoder. I've got some more of these flat cars with the billboards to give away as well. So we'll do some more 1,000 sub celebration on Sunday for Sidetrack Sunday. And now for the question for people. So it's 6:42 now. At 7 o'clock, Bar Mills is going to go live, and they're going to do their show. I definitely have enough stuff that I need to do that I can keep modeling. I'm thinking I may go for a little bit. Would people want me to jump off so they could head over to Bar Mills, or do people want to hang out here and we can just we can chit chat and just keep doing what we're doing for a little bit? So I'll leave that up to the people in the chat. And then Tom is actually going to go on at 8:30 right after Bar Mills ends tonight. So people hadn't noticed. Looking for rubber bands. Jason the Train Freak has popped in.
What's up?
G'day, Jason.
Jason.
Booyah!
So what are you working on tonight, Jason?
Well, I've got the inside of the pins mostly done, so now I'm going to start working on the outside of the pins.
Still can't get over your accent when you say that.
My pins.
Pans.
Pins.
Pins.
So I'm having a little bit
I
of
don't
trouble.
sound as bad as the people in Alabama and Mississippi.
Well, it's not good or bad. It's just that it's just different. You're the one bringing good and bad into this.
Okay.
Hey, you're the New Yorker
At least
ripping
it's
up
not
the
as-
accents.
At least it's not as drawn out as the people in like Alabama and Mississippi.
That's
put it
true.
that way.
You get to your point rather quickly.
My wife was born and raised in Texas, and when we first started dating, I had to have a translation dictionary. From Yankee to Texan.
I'm not sure how to make this line up better. I'm trying to. We'll say hello to Ray in a second. Looks like Ray's working on some foam over there.
Oh, hi, Ray.
But I've got a gap here, and I can't figure out how to close the gap because they've got these little pins in there that help with alignment. So it's like I need to sand the gap square without sanding the pins. I'm sure I can figure this out. I'll figure something out. So Ray, what are you working on tonight?
E.T. phone.
Ray's already making dad jokes.
Well, you know, I've been working on the blocking out the hill area here. I've got a better part of the one run done, and now I'm working on actually working on the easier part, because out in there only they do a couple feet before it has to become a brick wall going into the yard area. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Nice.
Mess with the phone, make it a mess.
Well, welcome to Modeling Monday. I think this is your first time joining us, if I'm not mistaken.
It certainly is, because usually I don't, by the time I get done with work, and I get caught up on some of the other stuff that's going on, it's like, by the time I get down here, you guys are already done.
Yeah, that happens. Most people said hang out, so I'll probably hang out and we'll see who stays. But at 7 o'clock, Bar Mills is going to be doing their stream. So, John, if you wouldn't mind posting that link for those people that do want to go over there. Looks like my sanding method is kind of working. Basically, I took a piece of metal square. Let's make myself bigger. I took a metal square, I lined my sandpaper up on the edge, and then I'm able to take the little nubbins and put them on the edge and kind of sand it somewhat square. I think it's working. So Dad Cook says he just received the early spring 2021 Micromark catalog, and the cover and first page is the new self-contained portable airbrush. Looks interesting and is reasonably priced.
Nice.
Yes, I've seen those on Amazon, and I don't know how I feel about them. But I'm curious to see if somebody tests one of those, what they think of it. I will say, when I got my Micromark catalog, the first thing that I did was went to the trash and threw it away, because I was afraid that if I looked through it, I might end up buying something. So the only way to avoid that was to go straight from the mailbox to the trash. Dr. Elo checking in. Dr. Elo is another person from over at Impartial Geek as well. Yeah, James, I'll probably be here for a little bit if you want to come up. Either way. But yeah, Bar Mills is live at 7. John says, I should say I've never used a regular one, so I don't have a lot to compare. I assume they're talking about the about that airbrush. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious what people think. Mike Rail Artist says, Ray, how the heck are you, my brother? Oh, and I've muted Ray, so if Ray's trying to talk, you'll need to unmute yourself, Ray. You're making lots of noise over there with the foam.
So
now it's Ray, the mute Bobill, instead of Steve, the mute Childers.
Yeah, Steve's been here enough that he's figured it out.
Well, unfortunately, the computer is not exactly right next to where the camera is, so I'm hanging in there, playing on the phone.
Yeah, just when there's background noise, sometimes it's sometimes I have to monitor the audio.
No, I got you.
But I do understand it makes it harder to tell the dad jokes. Let's see. Drew from Nordell. If people don't know, Drew, I think Drew is 15 still. May have become 16, but I think he's still 15. Recording a time-lapse of a Digitrax Zephyr spinning in a light box as I've come across this. Thanks for saving me from boredom. Why do you have a Digitrack Zephyr spinning in a light box? That's what I really want to know. John says, yes, on the airbrush it works fine, but I'm kind of a novice and I haven't used a regular one before, so take it with a grain of salt. So apparently if you want to know how those all-in-one work, I like my kit. I mean, I showed this before, but I got the Iwado Nia Air beginner's kit, and I've been very happy with it. It's been working very, very well for what I need to do, and it made this, so I was able to airbrush all this stuff, so ain't too bad. There's Attic saying, look great,
Where's Uncle
everyone.
Wilmer? Not bad.
Where is Wilmer? James, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to check emails during the stream, but I'll look at it later and we'll figure it out from there. So what I'm trying to do is put together this little water tower. I'm not sure why I'm doing this now, but it was something small and simple that I thought I could accomplish while still reading the chat, and I realized that I'm failing pretty hard. Trying. Once tax season's over, I think John from Schuylkill River Valley might be able to join us to help watch chat.
Is John a tax guy?
John is. John's a tax accountant, yeah, so he's a little busy right now. Yes, we do need 2 more for the Brady Bunch squares, and if you notice, Alice is in the center, aka Steve Childers. Lowell Patton, welcome, sir. Al says, Heath, really?
Hey,
Roy.
Steve would make the perfect Alice.
Well, he is in the center, so,
You guys
See,
don't
I was
know me
gonna
very well.
See, I was going to nickname Steve Bumpers.
Bumpers. Why bumpers? Oh, for his video. Yeah, sorry.
For his famous Bumpers video.
Yeah, that was like 5 minutes. I forgot about it already. Dad Cook says, regarding the airbrush, I and my son like that it does not have a hose to get in the way. My son is thinking about ordering it. Yeah, I will admit, the hose was getting a bit tangled up these days. Anissa wants to know, who is Marcia? Does anyone remember which square Marcia was in?
She was on the top.
Middle on the left. So I guess that would be me.
Say something.
There you
Say
go.
something. I don't want to go there.
No, Marsha would have been on top, wouldn't she?
Was she the oldest one or the middle
She's
child?
the oldest one.
I'm not saying what
Oh,
I'm
well then
thinking.
that's Heath.
Neither am I, Michael.
That's why I like Steve.
Well, of course, we kind of grew up with the Brady Bunch when it was, before syndication, when it was actually live. And,
Yeah.
Marsha was, for a young adolescent, Marsha was hot.
She was. Marsha.
Roy, I did see your comment, but people were talking, so I just moved on. But I did notice. I will read his email. It's very likely I will respond eventually. So Marcia and Greg were the oldest ones.
Correct.
Yeah, I knew Greg was.
Yeah,
Oh.
Greg was the oldest. Well, Greg had a thing with Mrs. Brady.
That is the rumor.
Yep.
That is the rumor. Randall Ellison just says he saw. Randall Ellison just saw one of the BNSF's 25th anniversary locomotives roll through Thayer about 45 minutes ago. That's really cool.
Nice.
Cool.
Randall,
Did
is
you
it
have
on
your,
its way to or from Memphis?
Are you gonna go run out there and try and catch it?
Oh no, I wouldn't even make it in time.
So Lowell Patton is asking Heath, is it a double action airbrush? So the one I have, that beginner Neo kit, is a double action airbrush. If you're asking about whether that all-in-one is a double action, I don't know the answer to that. But the one I have definitely is an all-in-one. So John Arthur, mine does have the hose, so it's a little different. It's a small compressor without a tank. Yeah, that's the one I have, is a small compressor without a tank as well. It's just from Iwata. So I'm trying to drip some of this solvent down in this hole to try and glue the top. Do this. I may just glue it on the outside and then.
I'm not going to go there.
Who invited Ray?
I thought you told me this was a Ray free zone.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Ray. I meant a different Ray.
Okay.
So is anyone besides me actually doing any modeling tonight, or is everyone just ganging up on each other?
No, I'm trying to.
I'm modeling.
I just got finished making a mess.
I'm trying to
I'm
read
making
the
a mess.
instructions to figure out how to do the next bit.
I mean, I got done what I got done what I wanted to get done over there, and that is getting it down to where that three-way switch sits. Now I just have to do a little bit of shaping on the part that comes into where the dam's going to be, which I still haven't figured out how I'm going to do that yet. But you know,
Have
details.
you named your dam yet?
I haven't named the dam yet.
Damn.
Damn. Yeah. Well, you know. Yeah, it is funny though, because my mother-in-law, where she lives, she actually has a view of Loch Raven, and I keep telling everybody that she's got a great damn view.
Jeez. Dude, these just get worse and worse as we go.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, another dad joke, mate.
Wah, wah, wah,
So
wah.
if people are interested in the Bar Mills show, I just threw the, or I didn't throw the link up, but Lynn just posted that they are live for people that want to jump out and go head over there. Here's the link to it.
Any idea what they're talking about?
I do not. I believe they've got somebody that they're going to interview, and they're probably going to talk about some of the products they got going on. But I don't know. I don't know any of the specifics. Randall Ellison says that the train was going south, Jason. It was one of the rear DPUs on a loaded coal train. Oh, there you go.
Cool. So it must be headed to Memphis.
Rail Artist says that the train freak, keep the cow patties off to the side. Oh, Adam Cruz is working on 6 Concourse Superliners. That's really cool.
I put the trash can on wheels and a shovel in my stock pins picking up patties.
I mean, look at some of these
that
patties, man. They're like almost half the size of the calves.
Those are big cow
Well, in real life, they're pretty big.
Well, I guess they were. Never mind.
They ain't that big.
Well, so I was told that
We're not after hours yet.
So I was told, like, in the fields, you would find the patties, but not in the pens because the animals would just smush it into the ground.
No, it spreads.
Or spreads, or I mean, they trample on it.
Spreads.
Anissa says maybe the cows are sick.
They might have mad cow disease. You never know.
Lynn McCurdy is working on 5 boxcars already dull coated for weathering. Now has added some new trucks, metal wheels, and KD couplers.
Nice.
Yeah, I was actually hoping to be able to get up underneath the station side tonight, but that's not going to happen. I got to go back into work at midnight.
Is there a metal post in the way?
But boom. No, there's no metal post in the way.
That has been so long ago at this point. I would bet that probably most people here have no idea what we're talking about.
Give up.
Who just said they give up? I heard that.
Me. I can't figure this out.
What can't you figure out, Greg?
What I'm supposed to do.
Oh, with your kit?
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Have you read the directions?
I'm trying to. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
It must be similar to these Walthers stock pin together.
Yeah, the instructions are very basic. You've got to actually figure most of it out. Guess I have to cut it. If I put my
When in
glasses
doubt,
on,
cut it.
Yeah, well. Oh, it does say that. Cut this part away.
It does say to cut it.
Well, then I'll put my glasses on.
If you notice, I'm wearing my glasses too, because I wouldn't be able to see anything if I couldn't.
Oh, no.
Container Man, you're an hour late. Where you been?
Container Man.
All right, Tim from 368 Productions. Cindy was the So in 2005, Trains Magazine did a Conrail, consolidated rail Brady Bunch. So Tim from CP368 Productions says Cindy was the LNHR, Jen was Lehigh Valley, Oliver was Ann Arbor. Did he say what the other ones were? I don't see what the other ones were. But they're talking about this comment here from Randall. They did a Conrail bunch. So what I'm doing is almost working. I'm trying to get these to sort of stand up at a right angle, but thought I got enough paint off, but maybe I haven't. Probably good enough to sit on a layout, but whether it would break off when I touch it is probably another story.
Hey, Ray and Jason.
Yeah.
Those packages will go out tomorrow or Wednesday.
Okay, no rush.
All right.
When does my package go out, Steve?
Yeah, I'll give you a package. Ray, do you need horn hook couplers?
Oh, in the temporary solution, yeah. I could definitely use an extra. I could definitely use some sets of them. I'm gonna try and start making conversions here shortly, but I don't know exactly when that's gonna happen.
Okay. Well, I got the thing, the surprise thing for you, and then I got all these horn hook couplers I took off of the rolling stock I got at the train show this week. So.
Sounds like a winner.
In there too.
Hey Anthony, Bar Mills is they manufacture structures and a few other things, I believe, and usually they apparently do have a live, but I'm subscribed to that channel and I don't see anything about them being live. So
they are actually live now. John's posted John's got the link up there somewhere. But yeah, they're kind of, I guess, Wild West-ish kits, kind of, sort of, maybe.
It's just kind of odd that I'm a subscriber to them and I don't see them being live. I don't even see anything about their channel. So.
Oh, I don't know.
But then again, I know that I've lost a few of the notifications for some folks for whatever reason.
Oh, funny, I don't see them live either. I'm looking at mine as well. But Lynn McCurdy said they were live. Did he got the notification? Bar Mills. Bar Mills Scale Model Works. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see them live. I don't know what's going on with that. Well, there you have it.
I thought I got
Wait,
a
Lynn says
reminder
he's
about it
watching.
earlier.
Oh, here we go again with YouTube going ahead and throwing
So
monkey wrenches in
Lynn
the
says
works.
that he's watching them live, but George says that they're. Oh, maybe are they on Facebook but not on YouTube? Maybe. I don't know what's going on. We'll have to. Maybe we'll check in later. And we'll see what's going on. So if people didn't notice, but Thomas Splitrock323 is joining us, and looks like he's actually got a little project he's working on there.
Hello, everyone. If you can hear me.
We can hear you.
Hey, Split Rock.
No.
Oh,
Thomas,
we've got the Brady
Hello.
Bunch.
What are you working on, Thomas?
I am trying to finish up this Walthers feed mill and add in the last little downspouts and doors and details and weathering on it for that.
And
That's for that Walters Buildoff.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, Heath.
NMRBO.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, Ray.
Dad Cooks went ahead and said that Bar Mills is broke as usual. It's not live, it's a recording.
What?
It
Really?
must have gone up as a premiere, maybe. I don't know, but I don't see anything on here that says. Oh, somebody else just said it was live for 4 minutes.
Oh. Yeah, they've been having a lot of tech issues, and I've offered to help them multiple times, and they keep saying they've got it all covered. So
Yeah, they do.
I'm staying out of it.
Apparently, they don't quite have it together yet.
Anyway, let's get back to what we're doing.
Go ahead and
Paul just joined us as well, also known as Dave P.
Hello, folks.
What are you working
G'day.
on, Dave?
G'day.
Hey, we got the
this is
official
PLL.
Brady Bunch now.
We do. We have the whole Brady Bunch.
Yes, yes.
Give you 3 guesses. The first 2 don't count.
No, I'm still Alice. Huh?
You're working on that barn
Working
again,
on the
right?
Jack build.
Yep.
Yeah, the Jack Jack.
That I am.
Oops. I think I glued this to the paper. I wouldn't have thought plastic cement would glue to paper, but apparently.
You found out it did.
Hey, look. It looks like weathering. That's what I'm going to call it, and I'm sticking with that story.
Okay.
Why not?
There's no story.
Containerman68, did I hear correctly that somebody read instructions? I thought no one reads instructions from the STS crew. That's probably true. Oops. N-Scale Coal, Hollywood Squares, Model Train Edition. Nick from Nick's Crossings is here as well. Nick, what time are you going live tonight? I think Nick usually goes live, and I usually catch Nick still on after Tom. He does an epically long stream. All right, so now what I need to figure out is which one goes where. Glue this on. I think this one goes here, and I think the shorter one goes over on this side. I think we're gonna stick with that story. Now I just need to figure out how to get it in place to glue it. See, I agree with Rail Artist. I don't read instructions either. If it fits, it fits. I agree.
Yeah, I'm there too. I never read instructions. Only
Brian
when
from
Jack-
Inked Rails would like to know if he could have Jason the Train Freak read the instructions once I start building the Ashland Iron and Steel series. Containerman says, no, it's the human Brady Bunch.
The human Brady Bunch.
And that's the link for Nick's Crossings if people want to catch his live stream later. Nick is, if people don't know, he's actually been on this channel before, but he does O scale. He's kind of one of the bad influences on me that got me into the O scale stuff. So I cannot figure out what to use to glue this, to hold this in place while I try and glue it. I may just have to do it by hand.
Oh, really?
Oh, you know that's going to go well. And by well, I mean good luck. Good luck. Randall Elton says, I rarely read instructions, mainly because I buy most of my stuff ready to run. That is definitely one option. And let's see, what did Dr. Elo said? This is great. See you all later. Already sub. Thanks for stopping by, Dr. Elo, and I will see you on Wednesday, probably over at Impartial Geek. Nick says, I did get some cool stuff in the mail today. Yeah, I may have gotten something in the mail today too. Karst Valley says, I got married so I would have someone to read the instructions and tell me what I was doing wrong. Steve, that sounds like a laugh of recognition.
It's a laugh of pain.
Yes, it was.
I recognize that laugh.
All right.
Cool finds a loading boxcar.
James from Boulder Creek Yard. I finally got my Walthers switch in the mail.
You
Took
load
2 weeks
grain.
to get from Walthers.
2 weeks.
Drew says, wait a second. Did your logo turn yellow? Are you talking about my logo, Drew? Are you talking about somebody else's logo? Adams Creek. I just stimulated in the mail today. Oh, and a box of 9 Superliner 2 trucks. Heath, all we need now is interactive so we can bring what screen up we chat to watch. Interactive so we can... Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying, right? So, like, if you wanted to zoom in on somebody's project, you can zoom in and see what they're working on. That would be pretty awesome. Does somebody have something ticking on their stream? I feel like I hear some ticking, but I'm not sure where it's coming from.
It's not me.
Not me.
Not me.
It's my pacemaker.
It's your pacemaker?
Let me know if it's
don't
not.
don't have a pacemaker, but I've got me.
I'm going through it one at a time. Let's see. We'll find the culprit.
Is it still ticking?
Oh, it was Paul, a.k.a. Dave P. If Paul's screen suddenly goes dark, we'll figure out what the ticking was.
That doesn't sound good.
We're all static.
Whoop.
Joe Rader says he's supposed to get stimulated Wednesday, which is nice because of the train show this weekend. Yeah, that would be good. Drew, look closer. That's not yellow. What do you think is it? Drew, whose logo is Drew talking about? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I did change my logo slightly, and I'm curious if anybody can actually tell what it is.
I saw that you changed it. You got a bit of red in it.
Yes, I do. And
Yep,
I showed the big version of it. Showed the big version of it to the Sidetrack Sunday group, and it's a little creepy what it is.
A little?
Yeah, just a little.
I don't know about little.
I'm not
It's a
saying
little more than little.
Come on now, Jason. You know you like it.
I'm gonna be a good boy. I ain't gonna say a word.
It's not that little, Ray. So I am going to I'm going to put the stairs on. So I'm working on, if people can see, the stairs go from the platform down to this little spot here. So I'm thinking that if I put the stairs onto this first, I might be able to figure out where the bottom of the stairs should hit. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, now they're messing around with the vacuum cleaner that I was using to pick up all the loose stuff from cutting up the foam.
Who's messing with it?
Yeah, it just did. You know, well, let's see. You got White Wall. I think it's George from White Wall Wheels.
Yep, that is George.
Okay. See, I'm starting to catch on to who some of these folks are because I'm old and I forget things.
I thought that was a feature that when you get old, you forget things.
Well, it's a documented feature.
I thought that was just an STS thing.
Think we have no idea what we're doing? Jason, I think everyone's just waiting for part 2 of your decal installation.
I like it.
Well, I'm waiting on the STS crew to tell me what we're going to do for our special locomotive, or not locomotive stock this year.
Rolling stock? I was like, what? We're doing a locomotive giveaway?
Wow.
Yeah.
If y'all want to chip in on it, we can.
I think it needs to be. I think it needs to be a
No, you got it.
Christmas tree
Jason, it's
car.
all good. The Dad Cooks would like me to install the stairs in the correct orientation on the first try.
Ain't going to happen.
Luckily, these stairs, it's pretty easy to tell which way's up on them. But what I do have to figure out is where... Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. They don't... So they do need to actually just glue down to this. I think, on top of this. Although, they've got a little nubbin there. I think that nubbin's got to come off. What grit sandpaper do people leave on their bench to like sand little parts like what I'm doing with this? What grit do you guys use?
All of them.
Fine.
Did you just say all of them?
I did. Yeah.
You don't have your go-to?
Nope.
Michael?
Nope. It depends on what you're sanding.
And sometimes, depending on what you're sanding, you have to go from like a a lesser grit to a more fine grit.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you
when I
want
get to that point, I just use more elbow grease.
I mean, you can do
Anthony
that too.
Dodge. Anthony Dodge says 40, 60, 80, 120, and 180. Mike from Wicked Insanity says 180. Adam Cruz says, I have wet or dry, 600 to 1,000. Adam, what scale are you working on? I don't remember. Joe Rader says 240 to 400. George from Whitewall says 600. I'm almost embarrassed to tell people what I've got. Can people see that?
3,000?
3,000.
It was. I bought this like pack of them, and I've ruined most of them. So it's kind of what was left.
You were definitely going to have to use some elbow grease with that.
Yeah.
Well, luckily I got two elbows, one on each arm. So
I was going to say, when he gets done, he's going to have sandpaper elbow.
So Drew wants to know if we're giving away a Rapido FL9 STS car.
If Drew sponsors and buys them, yeah, we'll give it away.
Yeah, Drew, do you know anybody over at Rapido that could hook us up?
I mean, he's interviewed Jason, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mine's 220.
So this is interesting, and
I
you
have
probably can't.
3,000 too.
You have 3,000 also. The stairs actually aren't actually high enough to hit this. They just barely touch it. So strange. I would have thought they would have made it up a little higher, but I guess it works. And that was the right thing to do, to put those stairs in first, because otherwise I would have definitely put this in the wrong spot. But now it's in the right spot. Mike from Wicked Insanity says 3,000 barely makes the paint dull. I kind of like using the 3,000 because I tend to overdo things, which you can tell if you see how I paint things. So I feel like the 3,000 keeps me kind of in check.
Well, that's true. Pretty difficult to take off too much with that.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And this fast setting glue is not setting fast enough. Already knocking it about. I will say I have learned a lot putting together this this building. And this is only the first of my 3 buildings for the Walthers contest, which I believe the entries are June 1st. Which means if I'm actually going to enter this thing, I may need to need to pick things up a bit. Heath used a matchbox for safety matches. Not sure what that refers to. Nothing more startling at crossing a grade crossing and seeing 3 headlights coming at you. Yeah, that's true. James says May 30th. I guess I got 2 months. Oh, he says not the 31st for some reason. Does May have 31 days? I can never remember.
Yes.
I wonder if the 30th is like a Friday and the 31st is a Saturday. So they chose the last business day.
July and August are the only 2 months that have 31 days that are back to back. So it's January's 31 days, February is 28 or 29, March is 31, but April does not have 31, so it's at 30. May's got 31, June's got 30, then July, August both have 31. September has 30, October 31, November 30, December 31.
I would stop Jason, but I was just so amused that he was sort of rattling that off. Do people know the knuckle trick? There's some knuckle trick you can do too, where it's like
Yes.
January.
Yes.
Let's see,
Look,
like
it's
January, February,
it's
March, April,
your
and
finger-
like something.
Yeah, it's your finger is January, then between is February. Your next finger is March, April, May, June, July, and then you go to the next finger August, September, October, November, December.
Jason, when you teach Junior how to do that, would you please videotape it for us?
I sure will.
Because I think that's going to be fun.
Can I attend?
I think what he's going to end up doing is denying
never
the
heard
fact
before.
that I learned how to, that I was taught that. He'd be like, nuh-uh.
Hey, Jason, I'm taking it since you do the scouts too. You've already told him about the bowling knot. Do you know where the rabbit comes out of the hole, goes around a tree, and goes back in the hole?
Yep.
Yep.
I can tie that knot.
And then the clove hitch is you make an X and go under it.
I can tie that knot too. Those were the two sort of common knots in theater you would have to tie all the time.
And then you got two half hitches, top line, sheep bend. Of course, our most fundamental knot's the square knot. And then I love picking on the scouts that they tied a square knot, but they actually tied the granny knot. You know, and I'm like,
yeah,
man, stop tying your grandmother's knot, you know?
Container Man says
Grandma's
knuckles
not
are
here.
31, in between are 30 except February.
Right. He's right.
Inkerel says, what is your next project after this kit's done? I've got the Walthers NMRBO kits come with 3 buildings. And as soon as I can let go of this, once it sets enough, I'll let go and I'll pull out what the other two kits are. Give me 1 second, Brian. I did see your question. I'm just kind of waiting for this to set up enough to let go.
Tell you what, Jason, that's looking freaking awesome up there. The difference in colors of the inside the pens and then the grass on the outside, that looks really good.
Yeah, I thought so.
I don't know why you're coming through grainy, Jason. Is that just for me or is that for everybody?
It's grainy for me.
Yeah, grainy for me too.
Yeah, it might be
same,
it might be this camera.
Might be time for you to run that, put some connectors on that wire.
I know, right?
I'm just giving you a hard time. I keep bringing that up. So after the Golden Valley Cannon kit, I don't know which one of these I'll work on, but I'll do one of these next.
Well, you look very grainy too, very pixelated.
Yeah.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that could be a StreamYard issue. Because
I wonder
looking
if
at everybody. I'm looking at everybody on the right.
On
Some
the
people
right.
And
are
as soon
grainy.
as you went back down to where we're like the Brady Bunch again, everybody looks clear.
Yeah.
So what I was asking StreamYard about is, so when you have this many people up and they're all trying to download their videos, it kills your computer. So what I was asking them is, instead of having, full streams from everybody, if they just would send low res versions. So maybe because we're in the stream, we're all just getting low res versions of everybody else. But I'm kind of curious, people that are in the chat, if you can let us know, what does it look like on YouTube? Does it look clear on YouTube? Are they doing the high res view on YouTube, or are you also seeing grainy on YouTube?
Well, I'm pulling up YouTube right now. Go. Right now, everything looks fine.
But I look grainy to everybody, right?
No, you look fine.
Oh, I
Yeah,
do.
you look fine.
Oh,
Fine to me.
so I wonder if
Let
it was.
Let me go back to moving my camera again.
Oh, so Adam Cruz says we're grainy, but then Mike in the next comment says that I'm fine.
Well, you're fine to me.
But Roy does say Brady Bunch is clear, but the individuals are pixelated. I'm going to guess that this is a StreamYard
Probably.
issue, but oh, interesting. YouTube says 480. Can you set it to 720? Yeah, it looks like it is offering 720 as an option, so you should be able to go up to 720.
The interesting thing was, Heath, is I just went over to YouTube and looked at it and it looked fine. Yours looked fine on YouTube on my side, so I don't know.
Yeah, this platform is great because it allows me to really easily bring people up and move people around and stuff, but the way it manages the data, I don't think it delivers a very high quality product. So, I think it's a little bit of a catch-22, but so people are saying now, I wonder if there were just so many people streaming that YouTube was defaulting everybody to 480. Things were looking a little grainy for people.
My phone. It defaulted my phone to 360.
Yeah, and when I use my phone,
right.
I'll drop it down to even 144 depending on the stream, just to save data.
Grab another paintbrush. I'll be right back.
Hey, Heath, I'm going to bail.
Awesome, Michael. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining the Brady Bunch.
Thanks for you give my square away to somebody to the highest bidder.
It'll be a costly square, that's for sure.
Okay, I'll see you guys. See you,
Thanks for
Bumper.
coming,
Michael.
Take it easy, Mike.
Later.
Yeah, later, Michael.
See ya.
Adam Cruz is saying someone got an eBay notification. Oh, did something just go ding?
Really?
Let's see.
I can either confirm or deny.
So the next things it's telling me to do, what I really kind of want to do is I want to put this staircase on, even though it's not what they're telling me to do next. Kind of what I want to do next.
That's
I wonder
the
how
spirit.
hard that is. Yeah, I know, right?
Do what you want.
Hey, Heath, I'm going to go ahead and drop out too. Like I said, I got to be back to work at midnight, so I'm going to go ahead and vamoose.
And take a little nap before you got to get back to it.
Hey,
Thank you for coming, Ray. We'll
See you,
catch
Ray.
you next time, and thanks for reading the
Absolutely.
chat for us.
See you later,
No
right?
problem.
Take
Take
care.
it easy, folks.
Yep, you too.
Anything you want to promote, Ray, before you leave?
I'm still working on the 400 subscriber contest. I think I've been talking about that for like over a month now. So
Hey,
hopefully
at least you'll be prepared.
Absolutely.
Right,
So
don't
hopefully
go-
this week I'll get something together for that, and then I don't think I'm going to get a normal layout update out this week, but we'll see what happens. So, but yeah, that's the
Ray,
thing. I've got that subscriber contest coming.
Well, Ray, don't feel bad. I haven't even done the bingo for the 600 yet.
You haven't?
We told you just get John to count it down.
You've got to just do that one live.
I was thinking about getting John to program my bingo cards for me, but instead of having numbers, have everybody's name
There
on
you
the
go.
card. But he would have to do 4 cards.
So
wonder if we could
Container
set-
Man just got over 1,500.
Wonder if you could turn Arduino into doing that.
Hey, Southwest Mother, welcome.
All right, folks, take it easy. Have a good one. We'll see you.
You too.
Thanks, Ray.
See you, right?
Roy Eltham says Jason's going to be at 700 before he does his 600 giveaway.
That probably would not surprise me.
Probably would not surprise me either. I'm thinking that some of these plastic kits, I'm really gonna need to do some work on them. Fill in some of the gaps and do some sanding and.
Yeah, these Walters kits need a lot of putty
Yeah.
and fixing.
I've got some, what is this? Let's see. Perfect plastic putty from Deluxe Materials that I got. Actually, I think this camera's on. Focus.
I just hit 50. Whoa.
There you go, Greg.
Wow.
Congrats,
That's great.
Greg.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so everyone except for Dave P has their names up. So if people want to check out the channels, they can definitely head
Wow.
over there and do that.
And 404 views of the train show. Wow, that's just blown me away.
Yeah, that's definitely the cool part.
Well, considering I only put it up on Sunday evening, that's a lot for me.
Well, it's a lot for
think
anybody. I
have
don't.
any videos that have gone over
Yeah, I was gonna say I rarely get more than
400.
like crossing 300 for me is a big deal.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think my layout update is the one that I posted Sunday evening right before Sidetrack Sunday. Oh, let's see here. It's only got 210 views.
Yeah.
And for its
wow.
time period, it's my number one. So,
Yep.
Yeah, well. I'm doing well on that one then.
Yes, you are.
you're doing
Wow.
awesome on that.
That's all it takes
Can't
is
believe it.
one.
Can't believe it. It's blown me away.
That might be your niche, doing train shows. A lot of people do them, but don't do them well.
Well, yeah, I had lots of software issues getting it edited, but I've updated my software package now, so hopefully they'll be a bit better. But that just wasn't. I kept crashing all the time when I was editing.
Yeah, one of the guys I've
And
met.
what probably helps you on that one, Greg, is the fact that you're doing a show over in Australia, and I don't think there's a lot of videos on that.
Well, I've never seen a video of the whole train show, so yeah, you're right. You're right. And while it's a long video, it's an awfully long video. Yeah, I think you're quite right. No one does a full video of it.
Yeah, I know like Dakman does some videos over here, but you know, nobody's really doing them in Australia. So
Well, okay.
there you go. There's your niche.
Yeah, maybe it is my niche.
I'm looking at the pictures to try and figure out how to put this thing together. Pictures work. Container Man says, "What's 300 views like?"
Really?
Most of my videos get 30 views, but my shorts get between 600 to 2,000 views in the first day. Yeah, I have not actually. I did a couple shorts, and I just did not do well at all on my shorts, so I stopped doing them.
Do you think it was the length or the subject?
I don't know. I mean, the one short that I did was on Moynihan Train Hall, which was New York's new train station, and I thought it would have done really well, and it I think barely got 400. So I was kind of really surprised. But you know,
Yeah, it's really hard to predict.
yeah.
So I've gone through mine, and some of them will just sit there for a while, no one will watch it, or not many, and then bang, all of a sudden it's a hot topic of the month or something.
Yeah,
Wow.
you definitely need to get onto the short shelf, and that's where things kind of take off. But
Mm.
Well, that's I always thought like 15 minutes or less to keep people's attention spans.
Mm.
But some of my longer ones have like, 50,000 views. I'm like, what's the difference between this and some of the other ones? I'm like,
are you getting a lot of subscribers from them?
yeah, I think the newer ones, the whole idea is to keep posting content, and I'm going to try and start producing something at least monthly. But I was never
my
after.
channel has not been growing at all over the last 3 weeks, and
Yeah.
I wonder if it has to do with people watching all the shorts now, or my content's just terrible now. One or the other.
Wow, I don't know.
Lockdowns are easy, and they don't have
It's
the
hard
time
to
for
know.
that.
So am I ticking now?
Probably.
It's the same ticking.
Still going?
Nope, it stopped.
Okay.
Did you figure out what it was?
You're probably hearing me tap.
No, I can hear the ticking.
I think Dave's got a ticker over there. Hey, Dave, I don't think I've accidentally called you Paul yet tonight.
I don't think you have either.
Joe says, I don't understand how you get at 50 to 100 views, but only 10 to 15 comments. I feel like that's pretty normal. I think a lot of it's because people are watching on their iPhones or on their TVs or...
Cell phones.
Yeah, and I just think they're not,
Well, I think I've got 5 comments. 9 comments, 10 ticks, and 404 views. And it's
Yeah.
just, I don't quite get it, but maybe people don't like it. I don't know. I'm not. Or do they just not want a ticket?
The mysteries of YouTube, that's for sure.
Yeah, big time.
Yep.
I will say I watched the analytics a lot until I hit 1,000, and now that I've hit 1,000, I'm not really paying attention much anymore.
Yeah, the comments never add up to the views. Which is quite
never.
odd. I think if you post something
Well, sometimes
odd or
people
somebody
go
has
back and watch
questions.
it. Sometimes people go back and watch it over and over and over, especially if it's like a how-to, or you're explaining how you done something because they're trying to replicate it.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
Nobody is watching my videos to figure out how to do something.
Ouch.
I don't know. There's a lot to be said about learning how not to do something and learning.
Do what? I heard my
There's a
name.
lot
Do
to
what,
learning
Steve?
how not to do
Just
something.
went right over Heath's head.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you want to learn how not to do something, follow my channel.
Exactly.
It's me. Be Steve.
Be Steve.
But I think that's the $1 million question: is do model railroaders want to watch how-tos all the time, or do they want to watch some trains? Because I like making operation videos, but operations is boring to watch unless you have a throttle in your hand. Some skin in the game. It's really kind of dull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
And then-
some people like watching like rail fanning, not necessarily the operations. Like I guess like for example, like me going and explaining exactly the moves I'm making. A lot of people want to see a train run, or they want to see like what you're doing on your layout. Because I've noticed like with my channel, I get more views like quickly on my not my how-tos, but my layout updates. But over time, I've got more views on my how-tos.
Correct. I think, and that's you said like people come back.
Yeah.
To see
Yeah,
how,
they're
how to do
searchable.
weather. They're searchable.
Yeah.
Because one of my goals was to never make a weathering video because there's 9 million of them out there,
Yeah.
and 8 million of them are bad. But I'm like, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. But,
You didn't say that out loud, but it's all
Okay.
good. I think we understand.
okay, yeah, you guys are laughing along because you guys have seen them too. You like hope for the oh, this will be great. Then you'll I'm not
I've
doing
made
it.
them.
You know,
You know, it's
Wow.
shocking.
In my case, most of my videos are just things that I'm working on. You know, it's like, what am I doing? And, you know, it's not always necessarily interesting for people.
but I think that's the organic way. And then you're enjoying it because that was my goal with YouTube was just, hey, I'm going to show you what's going. I'm going to take the lid off my basement and show you guys. Let's run some trains on the split rock mining. Here's how I operate. Here's how I do this. Whether people watch or not, I never cared. And I think these other guys
same
that
thing.
every week I'm going to produce something out, then they can't do it every week. Then the apology video comes out. Then then they disappear. And
Apology video.
well, that's what it is I'm going to produce 2 videos a week. Okay, 1 a week, 1 a month. I'm sorry. You guys are laughing, but
I've been
you
busy.
can
Things
name
come up.
names. Yeah, I've been busy. Sorry, guys. That's how when that's the video. The first 5 minutes are the apology. Something's going on.
Anthony Dodge says most fans, based on chat and comments, seem to prefer the how-tos, the running sessions, or layout updates.
Yeah.
Then come reviews and working live streams. New Haven Rails, I just had a short video get a ton of views in 24 hours trying to figure out what I did right. Yeah, exactly. Containerman68 says show how to do a 30-second weathering video. I will say one thing that's been really interesting for me, and I'm just bringing this up, I'm like, no judgment, but I think it's interesting that on my Friday show, I get super chats, super stickers, and I've gotten people that have joined as YouTube members. But on my Modeling Monday show, last week and this week, I haven't gotten any super chats or super stickers, and nobody joined as actually one person joined as a member last week. But this week, no members. So I think that's really interesting. But James, you are right. They're going after the TikTok viewers. But yeah, and I do Dad Cook says I like the live streams as it breaks up the boredom of working alone, and that's exactly what the intention of Modeling Monday was. Is that I probably would maybe, but like this gives me a time to set aside to just work on the models and learn what I'm doing wrong. Yeah.
While I was out washing the brushes, you mentioned something about your super chats and stuff.
Yes, sir.
I think what it boils down to is on Monday, see, me and Steve are on camera. Got you one. How about that? And so
Andy, just to prove me wrong,
we're not in the chat to start off like a betting war to open everybody's wallets.
Thank you, Roy, as well. Here's a super chat for you. Yeah, it is interesting how when one person does it, it does a little bit encourage other people to do it. This kit I'm working on now is $100. Every time I send out, I've been sending out the flat car kits and stuff like that. Which are about $10 a pop to ship out. So I am putting the money right back into it. So I do really appreciate it, and it does go back into the hobby and go back to people. So it's just interesting. It's just interesting the way that works, or the way I've just sort of noticed. James, is it the type of live stream? It could be. My Fridays are definitely a little bit more. He says, I had to set that to an odd price. Yeah, and you did. The Fridays are a little bit different. They're a little more freeform. They're a little less serious, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I think
less structured.
It would be interesting. But they are less structured. They're definitely less structured.
More conversation.
Steve Childers. The train freak just said, "Will Steve Childers outdo me?"
Right.
Who's that? Is that Jason cackling in the background like that?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh,
It
shit.
is.
That cackle's too funny.
I know it's cackle everywhere. You know, what's really hard is because of the video capabilities of the damn Surface Pro. It is.
Steve, you're breaking up for some reason. I don't know if your battery on your mic's dying or what, but you're breaking up.
Yeah.
Do I still have the tick?
A little bit, yeah.
Dang it.
Amanda Wilson says, typical train freak, and she's got the emoji with the hand on her head.
Where the heck is it coming from?
Z Fantasy Trains checking in.
Hi, Z.
Hi, Z.
Roy, I can do a weather video in YouTube Short. Wonder if I should, from New Haven Rails. Adam says that Steve's stream is lagging.
The only issue I have about the YouTube Shorts is if you do get monetized, you do not get monetized off the short videos.
Correct. They are not for you.
What length do you need for monetization?
Just a regular video.
1,000 subs.
No, I know the sub, but just like 10 minutes or what? I don't know.
Any length.
Oh, okay.
Any length, as long as it doesn't show up on the short shelf. So you can have a short video under 60 seconds. And if somebody watches it because they're a subscriber of yours and they find it just in their subscription, then that view is monetized. But if it ends up on the short shelf and you're watching videos through the short shelf, my understanding is that it doesn't get monetized. Sparky's back, still working on the Helix though. Will someone do me a favor and start looking at YouTube and seeing if they can figure out if Tom of Tom's Trains and Things is going live at 8 because Bar Mills isn't on, or if he's gonna wait and go live at 8:30, which is when he has his reminder set. Containerman68, thank you so much. We have to be able to hear Steve first. Yeah, we seem to be having a little problem with Steve. But Steve Childers did just throw down at $20.01, so there, Jason. I think it's funny just hearing Jason laugh. That's the best part.
That's awesome, Steve.
I'm Mr. Fixed Income.
Yeah. I'm Mr. No Income right now, so, it's all good. John says that Tom's still scheduled for 8:30. If people can just keep an eye on Tom, I don't want to step on him too much. So if he does go live, just let me know. Amanda Wilson says, haha, way to go, Steve. Train Freak is very competitive. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows me well.
I should hope so.
From Roy Eltham, $25. Now you are both behind Jason and Steve.
No, I'm not.
Well,
and then
Roy said 10 early.
I'm right where I need to be.
Amanda Wilson says he doesn't laugh, he cackles.
Cackles.
Yeah, it looks like... So, yeah, we'll just keep an eye on Tom. We'll do that. So, while we're doing this, let's do this. So, we'll see. We'll do this. So, we'll do two of them. We'll try and do them... Well, I don't know. I'm going to... Well, I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to try and do them concurrently, but I don't know if I can. So let's... No, I can't. I just realized I can't. But what we will do...
But see, Roy, you have to beat $40.01 to outdo Jason and I. Isn't that how it works, Jason?
I don't think you get counted together.
Yeah. Well, if he adds and, then he has to outdo both me and Steve together. But if he says or, then he only has to outdo one of us, which would be Steve.
Okay, while you guys argue about that,
That's
I'm gonna
proper
start.
grammar, right?
I'm gonna start a giveaway. So we're gonna
That's
do
just
giveaway
doing it
settings.
technicality.
It's gonna be Billboard HO, and we're gonna start. Let's see. Can you guys see this? You probably can't see it. So let's bring this up. Bring this up here. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna do start giveaway, and it's exclamation point HO, and you should see that come up. Can I make it bigger somehow? And we're
Just
going to
HO,
give away
that's
this orange one here. Well, we'll do the N scale one afterwards, but we're only going to do one at a time. So here it is right here. Human City branded billboard for a flat car raffle has started for viewers. Use exclamation point billboard HO to enter the raffle. No spaces. Are you guys watching the chat, Jason and Steve?
No.
You want to read this one out, Jason?
Okay. Yeah.
Gee.
Roy Eltham's got us.
Roy, thank you so much. Much appreciated.
Yep.
Hold on.
Container Man says, Roy Eltham, you beat me to it. Too funny.
What? Okay. So this is for Roy. I don't know if you want to make me big or not. I got my microphone in the way, but there you go, Roy. Roy Eltham, you outdid us.
So something is going wrong because, sorry, I'll get to you in 1 second, Jason. The tickets aren't being added for some reason, and I don't know why.
That's because it's your fault.
We do.
Come on. Why isn't it working? Who knows why it's not working? Oh, I think I know why. Okay. Cancel. Confirm. I think I know why. We're going to try this again. Giveaway settings. Oh no, Billboard HO.
There we go.
Enter giveaway. Start giveaway.
You don't have it set for just members
It
again,
seems
do you?
like that's what I'm checking. It's like every time I do this, no, permission everyone right here. I wish I could figure out how to zoom in. Size? No. Start giveaway. We're gonna try this again. I feel like I'm doing the same thing again. Are the street, let's try this. Turn this off. Although it showed the one message. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. Yeah, I killed the contest already. I'm working on it. It's not case sensitive. I did find that out. Okay, so it should have just started again. So let's see if the notification pops up. There we go. Okay, so the notification popped up. So there it is. So as long as people put that in, it should start filling in. There we go. Now it's filling in. Okay. Now I feel better. I don't know why that wasn't happening earlier. But we got Dave P coming in, Adam Cruz coming in, Cat Nuts at Southern Yankee Railroad coming in, and Pleat Clark coming in. Do it again. Do it again. You got 4 minutes. Do it again. You get 1 ticket per entry. Exclamation point HO. We're going after the for those that did not see it, we're going after this orange car here with the billboard. Someone was asking about making an O scale one. I don't have an O scale flat car handy, but I would imagine you could probably put this on O scale and it wouldn't look too awkward. Maybe. I don't know. But let's see, we got 10 people. Yeah, keyword is maybe. I forget how I do this last time. How I made it bigger. I need to remember. Oh, I remember how I did it over here. I got to remember how to do the keyboard shortcuts for PC. I know them all for Mac. I just don't know them for PC. So we got 13 people now. Andy Ambrose, Al Marr, Steve Childers, Anthony Dodge, Brian from Make Rails, Chris from Go Via Go Home, James from Boulder Creek Yard, and Pappy Trigoglin coming in. And here it is again. Human City branded billboard. You will, if you've entered the ticket correctly, you'll get a response back saying you've received one ticket. So if you spelled it wrong or added a space in the wrong spot or something like that. And as soon as this one ends, we'll do an N scale one. And the N scale one is actually how this all started, because Manny Fernandez got me a set of these billboard cars. It looked like this with the Ringling Brothers billboard on it. And I basically just said, hey, let's swap that for my billboard and we'll do it as a giveaway. So the N scale person gets this little guy here, and the HO scale person will get the big one there on the other side. So let's see, we got 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Jason, were you telling a story and I cut you off?
No.
So Boulder Creek Yard, copy paste, you only get one entry. So you can type it in as many times as you want. But as Rick Bailey found out last week, you can only get one entry. And Z is rolling on the floor laughing. We got 16 entries so far, with 1.5 minutes left to go. I like doing these giveaways, and I think my girlfriend does as well, because it gets the stuff out of the apartment.
She's going to do them when you're not home.
I think when she leaves for work every day, she takes some stuff with her, and it just, I don't notice it.
Where'd that GG1 go? Wait a minute here.
Yeah, exactly. So James from Boulder Creek was saying he means copy paste it from someone who successfully entered so that you don't mess up the spelling. Andy, we haven't gotten to Billboard N yet. We're gonna do that in a second. And maybe I'll change it. Maybe I'll use GG1 just for fun. Or maybe Ringling. Should I do Ringling for the N scale one? I don't know what. I don't know. I'll come up with something. RDNT, Randy, how you doing, sir? Randy, if you're missing it, you have 30 seconds to enter the contest. ! Billboard HO, no spaces. And Andy says, "What's wrong with me spelling?" George says, "I can't see my entry." George, if you got the ticket back? Why isn't it scrolling up? There we go. George, I don't see you in here. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. So, entries closed. 17 people. I'm going to click pick a winner kind of quick right now just to get through. Oh, Z Fantasy Trains. Congratulations, Z. So, Z, I don't know if you realized you entered the HO scale one. She popped in. She heard contest, and she popped right in. It was like, it was sort of, like last minute. So, let's, Z1. So I am going to write Z's name down on here. Z, if you email me with your address, I will ship that out as soon as I can do that. So let me go back into here. Everyone, congrats, Z, while I'm editing this for the next.
Yay, Z!
Complete. While it's thinking, now we go back in here, giveaway settings. So let's see, let's change this string to, let's do Ringling, Ringling. Ringling. Save that. So now we're going to do the N scale one. And you'll have 5 minutes, ! Ringling. And I'm doing this kind of quickly because if Tom does pop up live, I want to make sure that I'm not stepping on his toes.
Is it
But
Ringling N or just Ringling?
exclamation point ring Ringling. It looks just like this up on screen right now. And there we go. We got people coming in. Almar, there is no space between the exclamation point and the word. In RDNT, you got to spell the whole thing. Catnut says 8:15 he's going live. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. So we'll do this, and then we'll check in with people. We'll see how people are doing, and then we'll head over to Tom's, and we'll see how Tom's doing. But yeah, people are getting their tickets in. They're getting their congratulations back. If you successfully entered, you will get a congratulations back. So that is how you know. There's no N at the end. It's just Ringling, just Ringling with an exclamation point in the front of it. Bernard C is saying, what is going on? Bernard, Z already won the HO scale version, but we're giving away the N scale version right now. We're doing a little contest, exclamation point Ringling. Gets you this Ringling Brothers flat car with the Ringling billboard and with the Human City Junction billboard as well, so you could run that on your train layout. And we've got GFW Trains coming in, who is another one of the channels that I blame for getting into O scale. Here it is right here. Use Ringling to enter. It worked on N-Gauge. Not sure what he's referring to. Oh, yeah, no N on the end. Yep, it's just exclamation point Ringling. Yes, so RDNT, that's it there. Looks like we got 17 people entered in this one. Hey, George, here you are on this one. I see you entered there. There's RDNT on this one. So yeah, people are getting in here. Dragon Lover, Anthony Dodge, Boulder Creek Yard, Z Fantasy Trains jumping in again. Dave P, Almar, Wimble Train, Cat Nuts, Pete Clark, RDNT. Who did I miss? Steve Childers, Roy Eltham, Dave P. Let's see. Walther, Heath, I blame you for getting me into N. See, there you go. He got a second T-Track module. That's so awesome. If you haven't seen yet, the younger George did his first T-Track module, and it looks like he's now hooked, and he's got his second one. That's so awesome. Andy says he just blames me for everything, which, you know, which is all good. Oh, the entry. Yeah, we got you in there. Edward says, how about a Z-scale one? Yeah, so if people don't know, I actually got these printed. The plastic is 3D printed from John Tanzilla made those for me. So this giveaway is a combination with some support from John. So I probably could do actual Z and O ones at some point, but for right now, you know. There we go. Use the promo code at CMR Trains. You get 10% off using Human at checkout. Eli Fleming checking in. Welcome, sir. Less than a minute to go. Exclamation point Ringling. While we're doing this, yeah, just real quick. CMR products. Use code HUMAN. Oh, 15% off. I forgot they did raise it. Tab Tech are the modules as well as the organizers. And then you could also get some DCC stuff from Iron Planet Hobbies, who is my other sponsor, 10% off and free shipping from them. And let's see how many seconds. We're probably running out of time. 23 seconds left. Let's see how many entries we got.
It's hard to beat the price of the alpha
19
meter
entries.
Iron Planet.
Yeah, I love the alpha meter. I actually got some stuff back here that I got in today. We're going to give away something from them. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Oh, Heath. There was a train that pulled into the yard the other day that consisted of a locomotive, cover hopper, and passenger car. Yes, the ex-Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey passenger cars are out there and about, which is which is pretty darn awesome. And the entry is over. Let's get over there and let's pick a winner. Pick a winner. Chicken dinner. Is it on screen? Yes, it is on screen. Pick a winner. Wimble Train. John, congratulations, sir.
All right.
Again,
Thank you
email
very
me-
much.
Train. Email me at, well, you have my email address. Reply
Yes, I do.
reply to that email address. Let me know where to send it off to, and I will get it out as soon as I possibly can. Well,
No
that's kind of.
worries.
Oh, it
Thank
looks
you
like
very
we lost. Oh, here's Greg. I was like, we lost some people.
Mm.
People in the chat saying congrats to Wimble Train. Bernard says he's up to speed now. Bernard, yours should be coming. Yours is in the mail. I think I even sent you the tracking number. Everyone's saying congratulations. Carl is saying well done. You spelled it correctly. Almar saying congrats.
Thanks, everyone.
Too funny. Okay, so before we wrap this up, I do want to give everyone here a chance to let people know what's going on, and people in the chat, if you want to do the same thing, just let us know what's going on in your life. I do have YouTube memberships. As people saw, we do have super chats and super stickers. These are the people that contributed over the last week. I also do still have a Patreon that I plan on keeping around, so if you prefer to join over on Patreon instead of as a YouTube member, you could do that as well. What's today? Monday. So tonight is Tom after me. And then John, if you want to put the link for Community Roundhouse, there it is right there. Community Roundhouse is going to be on Brian's channel on Wednesday at 7 p.m. I've got my other stream on Friday. I'm gonna try and break out the G-Scale stuff. So if you're into G-Scale, hopefully I can find it and I'll pull that up. And then on Sunday, I'm doing Sidetrack Sunday, so people can come join me for that as well. And why don't we start with our winner chicken dinner for tonight? John, what do you got going on in your world?
I just got bits and pieces everywhere. I'm working on lots of stuff all at once. Trying to finish off bits I didn't finish off. Still working on my T-junction module here with the underpass. Still got to put some more stuff on there. So as you can see, there's stuff lying around everywhere. And I just got a whole bunch of, I'll just grab quickly from the Engage Society in Britain, this little wagon kits.
Oh, cool. Is it plastic or is it
It's plastic.
plastic?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it comes with all the bogies and everything and put them all together. So got half a dozen of those. So they'll be interesting to put together. I've never done those before.
Awesome.
Of course, they're a bit cheaper than the ready-made ones, but got to pay for labour, right?
You definitely do. You definitely do.
Plus, they make a few different ones that you can't buy already manufactured. They make sort of different. So.
Yeah. No. True. And you can then modify it too if you want to change the color or whatever. It's easier to paint when it's in pieces. So.
That's right. Put different decals on and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
So
just going down the list, let's see what Steve Childers has going on.
Hey, of course, my tips of the day all the time, and you didn't believe me after I fixed my epic fail. All right, so we wait 30 seconds. Last Monday I worked on the photocell and it didn't exactly work, so I took off for Plan B. And
so are you gonna make us sit here for 30 seconds now and wait for that thing to come on?
Well, I'm
Is that
stalling.
what you're doing? Are you just trying to take up time?
I am. See? See?
Oh, there we go. Oh no, nice. Looks. I love lights on a layout. I love that.
So do I. Yeah.
So anyway, now all my
Looks great.
lights are on a photocell.
Awesome. Let's
And all my fancy cars came in for my Broadway Limited train today.
Oh, good. Roy wants to know if he could
That's all
buy
I got.
one of those N-scale billboards for a flat car with your logo, or do I have to win one? Roy, send me an email and we'll work something out. Ink Rails, two subs shy of 220. There we go. Kim's at 62 subs. CP368.
Oh,
Edward wants to know the difference between a super chat and a super sticker. A super sticker, you send a little picture, and a super chat, you can send words. But essentially, they're the same but different. So
The same but different. I always love that.
exactly. Jason the Train Freak, I have unmute. Oh, I can't unmute you because you've muted yourself. But if you want to tell us what's going on in your world, you have to unmute yourself.
What are you talking about? I'm unmuted.
You are now.
All right. So no, I'm gonna try to get that 600 subscriber bingo video out this week. I mean, the entries are already closed. So that I know I've got going on. And then I'm also going to be working on a video for you operations people about horn signals. I know Split Rock doesn't need this video because he works for the railroad, so he already knows that answer. So, but it's just basically appropriate horn signals when doing operations. Forward, backward, stopping, and things like that. I'm gonna try to work on that this week, and I'm also planning on working on a collaboration operations video with another YouTube channel that I'm not mentioning yet. So I'm gonna keep that one as a surprise.
Ooh.
Jason,
Nice.
I think this question's
Nice.
for you. John wants to know what you should use for decals. And being as you are a decal expert on here.
Do not get the paper from Micromark. It's junk.
And moving on. Moving on to the
Microscale-
next person.
Yeah,
Thomas, what
that's
do
good
you got
advice.
going on your channel?
If anybody hasn't seen Split Rock 323 in my building on my iron ore, I'm about 80 subscribers away from 2,000. So I'd like to do something special for 2,000. And if you are interested in weathering, check out Athern right now is having a primed for grime contest.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to use one of their cars. And if you go to their Facebook page or their YouTube thing, you can see my submission in there. I had one of my best friend who's a model railroader's daughter's an artist. I had her drop some graffiti and put on there. And so that's what I got going. So check out that little Athern Prime for Grime contest and check out the Split Rock channel if you're interested. Thanks
Awesome.
for having me on.
And if people don't know, Thomas doesn't mention it very often, but he does have 3 letters after his name that he earned several years ago. So he does know a little bit about modeling and has done the work to get the certificates to show it as well. Cool. We're talking about the NMRA, what's it called? Achievement Program. Master Model Railroader. So.
Wow.
Yeah. So if anybody's interested in that, send me a note. Like Heath and I have talked a lot. I'll answer all the questions, and it's not as intimidating as everyone thinks. I've seen the work you guys do. You're well on your way. It's just a matter of filling out the correct paperwork.
I don't know if you've seen, but the car that the HO scale car is a Walthers kit. So I've been putting together some kits. So it's not scratch built, but I'm getting closer to making my own cars.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, that's what the Golden Spike. They just want to make sure you can do more than open a box and put the train on your layout. So
yeah. So let's get through. Let's check out our last 3 panelists because it looks like Tom is live now. So Paul is lost. Anyone see Paul, aka Dave P? Anything new with you you'd like to share with the group? And silence.
Nothing.
Greg.
Yeah.
So people should go check out Greg's video of the Australia train show, model show.
Yes, the first one. Well, the first one in Victoria, so that's the state I'm in. For almost 15 months, maybe almost 2 years. It's been a long time.
Yeah. And anything else going on for you that you want to share?
Just thank you to all the extra subscribers. I've gone from 24 to nearly 50 in about a couple of days. So thank you to everyone who's subscribing.
Awesome. And we got one last person here who once again was late today.
Yeah, I was going to address that. You this time change. I can't even get home from work in time for this, but I
gotcha.
slipped right in there and got that contest. But I was going to ask you if I could have you send my winnings to someone else.
Absolutely. Send me an email and basically just let me know where to send them, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. Yeah, you know the person, so it's fine. Yeah.
All good.
So yeah, but so everybody, I'm late because I'm always at work, so I might be in and out, and I miss seeing you guys. And now I'm going to New Mexico for spring break or something. So if you have any cool places for me to visit in Albuquerque, let me know. I'd love to go look at trains there if it's possible or something. So I might have some videos when I come back, but I've been kind of, a ghost. So just wanted to come on and say hi. But let's go see Tom.
ACOMA is a Indian reservation place that's awesome. I would go there.
But I mean train things.
Oh.
Hey,
yeah, I don't know about train things.
Yeah.
Just a couple of hours north, you got Durango and Silverton, and not too far to the northwest, you've got Cumbres and Toltec.
Actually, that's
Scenic
south.
Railways.
That's south. It's in New Mexico. It's in Chama.
Yeah.
Cumbres and
And then
Toltec.
Durango.
Okay.
Yeah, and Durango, Colorado is just right on the other side of the state line. So
not to be rude, but let's all go over to
weekend. So, yeah, we got to go to Tom. Thank you, guys.
Not to be rude, but I'm going to cut everybody off and head over to Tom. So I'll see everyone over there.
Bye-bye.
It's all about humanity.